In this video, we'll learn how to create a new user and add them to your trial environment if you want to share your trial environment with others in your organization. I'm in my trial environment here, and this was created. I took the option to create a new tenant so that I've got full control of the environment and I can use all of the tools. And so what if I want to get a new user into this environment so I can share that with other people that I might be exploring the application with? So let's go through that process. So first, because it is a new tenant, I've got control over this. So I'm going to go to portal.azure.com, and because I'm an administrator, then I can administrate the Active Directory here, and then this will give me the ability to create new users. So if we have a look at the resources and services, I can come down to the Azure Active Directory, and so I can see my users here. So what I'm going to do is create a new user, and I can give them a name. So in this example, I'm going to say IOM 6 test, and then I'm going to say John Yellow, or whatever details you need. Now, obviously we can auto-generate the password, so I can see the password if I need to actually test the login, but this will be the new user account. You can obviously copy that if you need to make it available. So I can simply hit create, and so my user's created. Now what I can do is click on my user, and we can have a look at the assign roles, and we don't have any roles, so I'm going to do a role assignment. And in this example, because I'm just sharing this, I'm going to make them global administrator as well. So we'll say add. And so if I refresh, our administrator is assigned. So that's essentially my user created, but obviously you can administer the users how you need to administer them. So once my user is created, I've got that new user. Now what I need to do is allocate them into my trial environment. So next step I'm going to do is go to admin.microsoft.com, and so this is going to get me into the administration center. Now this is a trial environment as well. Obviously if you can see you can do user management here, but I just wanted to show you can do it from the Azure portal as well, so you can explore those. So if we have a look at the active users that we have here, now I've got my new user, which is John here. So I'm going to select on John, and then I'm going to manage the product licenses. So in this example, there is a bug in the August 2020 release of the Dynamics 365 Intelligent Order Management trial. The right trial license won't show up. So in this example, I'm just using the customer engagement plan. So I'm going to select that, and then we're going to say save changes. Okay, so I've got my user configured. Now what I'm going to do is go back to my application, and I'm going to go into the advanced settings. Now notice the message about the web client experience being depreciated. So you used to be able to go to security and administer new users here, for example, but let's go across to the admin portal. So I'm going to go to admin.powerplatform.microsoft.com. We're going to pick our environment, and you'll see here we can see the users. So I can go to users, I can also go to settings, and we've got new users here. So we can go to application users, and you'll also see that we have users. So this is my user. So let's add a new user, which was our John that we created. So let's look for John. So there's John in our list, and so I'll add. Alright, so my user is now added. So what I want to do is select on that user. That's going to take me back now to the old experience, but this will give us the ability to administer this user. So first thing I want to do is I want to come down and just make sure the access mode here is read write. Which it is, so that's good. Now I want to manage the roles for this user. So if we have a look, I want to make them a basic user at least, And then in this example, obviously look through the different roles. You'll see that we have intelligent order management roles. And so what you want to be able to do is find the system administrator. In this example, I want to just make them a system administrator, which they are, so that they can administer the environment as well. So we'll click OK. And essentially this user now, if you give them the URL for the environment, then that username and password that you created in the Azure portal is the one that they can use to access this environment, and therefore help you administer the trial environment that you've configured with the new tenant. Dynamics 365 Intelligent Order Management is a new application in the family of Dynamics 365 applications, built on the Microsoft Power Platform running on the Microsoft Azure Cloud. To learn more about Dynamics 365 Intelligent Order Management, visit our community site, documentation site, marketing site, or our blog at these links.